Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about something called centrifugal force. And here we made one. A person in a long dress spinning. Generally, when we spin, we hope the skirt hem appears to open up below, like an umbrella. But if there's no centrifugal force, it will twist together. So we added something called centrifugal force. Okay, let's open dragon breath ribbon. Let's take a look. If we don't do anything, we set this to around 7 or 8, because if it's too soft when spinning, it will twist into a lump. Let's make it spin. If there's no centrifugal force, it will rotate like this. If we want it to open up, we need to push it outward in all directions. So let's see how to do this centrifugal force. First, we need to select it. That is, all the skirt hems. Their center point position. This force will be generated from the center point and push outward in all directions. And this force is related to its speed. If there's no rotational speed, then there's no centrifugal force. The faster it spins, the greater the centrifugal force. We add this object here. After adding it here, there's another parameter here, which axis direction it's on. For this object, we can take a look which axis direction it's on. Z-axis up. So we use this C up. Why add this attribute? Because it's possible that this character is not just standing and spinning, right? It might also spin like this. In that case, it needs this object's upward direction setting. It will calculate based on its local coordinates. This is the force strength. We can set it a bit larger, so it's more obvious. We can see it has this kind of spreading effect. As for detailed adjustments, we adjust according to our needs. I'm just demonstrating this function here. And then, there are two more parameters here. One is smooth. What does that mean? Because this speed might suddenly start rotating. It didn't exist before, so we hope this force doesn't appear suddenly, right? So we add smooth to let it gradually generate this rotational force. Okay, and when it disappears, it's gradual as well. It fades out like this. That's what smooth does. There's also offset. What does that mean? Offset is, if we fully base it on the rotation speed to generate force, then it only exists while rotating. And once it stops, this force will slowly disappear. But in practice, when we're animating, what we actually want is, when it starts spinning, the force is very small. Then as it spins more, the force gradually increases. And when it finally stops, we still have this force there, and then it slowly pulls back. This is actually shifting the whole force along our timeline in that direction. For example, if we don't want this 8, let's take a look at the effect. This looks pretty fake. Because smooth can start, we already have force here, and it stops here. So we need an offset. This can also be increased a bit. This is set to large. Okay, that's how centrifugal force is used. Thank you.